You like my Little Debbie mug?
Oh, Swiss roll? What is that? Is that a Swiss roll?
Swiss roll and an oatmeal cream pie.
Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. It's time to head out to the movies for this episode. We are going to check out the trailer of James Gunn's new Superman. It's coming out this summer. I think it's July 11th, 2025. And the final trailer just came out recently. We're going to take a look at that with the boys and see what is in store for us this summer with DC and Superman. Christopher is in the house.
I'm working right now. Sorry.
Excuse me. Okay. Charles is in his house.
Super excited to see James Gunther's Superman video.
James Gunther's. I had to get James plural, Guns plural. Superman was hard. That was
James
hard.
Gunther. Yep.
Yeah. I was just looking before we started recording this episode to see if it was called Superman or there was a couple extra words with it.
Yeah.
It's just called Superman. It's like being referred to by Warner Brothers as James Gunn's Superman.
Nice.
The official trailer for it. So yes, they DC Warner Brothers brought James Gunn over from Marvel, from Guardians of the Galaxy, to help get the DC universe on track. So let's bring in John. He looks attentive and ready to go.
He is.
I am attentive and ready to go. I'm so glad that half the episode's over now with you and Charles.
Well, we were jealous that Chris and Brandon have their own show now, so we wanted to chat for a moment.
Yeah, we wanted to speak for a little bit.
What is that show? Do we have that?
There.
It's Rogue 5 Rundown with Chris and Brandon. Woo!
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
The hell's going on?
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Log 5 Rundown every Friday at 6 p.m. here on 5 Idiots Talking Toys YouTube channel. All right. They're going to do it live, so to speak.
The Superman movie was originally titled Superman Legacy.
Okay.
Oh, this is the wrong podcast. I'm actually on a different show right now. You gotta let me go.
You're in the wrong room, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong room.
Chris is in room 2. This is room 1.
Yeah, I was just in a different room. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, Brandon's
we're on air.
He's in the brown room, not the green room. All right. Is Chris done working yet, or Chris, are you all right?
Thanks for having me on. I'm glad to help support your show.
Do you remember for the first 2.5 years of this show that Chris would help out the podcast by selling toys for his own profit?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I still remember that.
There's nothing different.
You know how we have 105 Patreons? They're only there because of the sales page. They're not here because of the show.
That is absolutely 100% correct.
If only we started that Patreon 3 years ago, we'd have something going. But we're idiots, so. All right. So let's get right to it. We're going to check out this trailer. I don't have much to say about it. I saw it in the movie theater yesterday, and that's where I got the idea from.
I think
you guys haven't seen it, right?
John knows more about this than anyone else.
Yeah, it sounds like it. But most of you guys haven't seen it yet, so this will be your first view, right?
Shane, I still haven't seen the last 3 remakes of a Superman, so I'm on the 1970 version.
I was telling my son yesterday that whenever Man of Steel came out, I remember I think it was before maybe I was even married. My wife and I took my father-in-law to the movies for his birthday to see it, and I loved it. It was awesome. I want to actually watch it again because it's been a long time since I've seen it. But Man of Steel, when that first came out, was very well done.
Never saw it.
The soundtrack was amazing.
Never saw it.
I
haven't seen
love
that.
all the early, they kind of retell a lot of these stories every reboot,
Oh
but I loved the early, the first half an hour of the movie when they were on Krypton and you got all the backstory of what was going on there and like how the planet started to disintegrate.
I'm still on Christopher Reeve. Sorry.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're still
I'm
on Richard Pryor Superman.
I'm on Dean Cain still. He's my favorite one.
All right. Well, John, feel free to share your wisdom if you know anything about this, but let's go ahead and get it on the screen, right?
You want me to share wisdom, or you're going to
Yeah,
get it on
no,
the screen?
go. Yeah, do share.
Well, I'm excited about it because it's a new Superman, of course, and we're going to see a bunch of new characters that nobody knows, or most movie viewers don't or are not familiar with. And this movie is the inspiration for Wave 12 of the new superpowers figures coming out. So, yeah, we're on Wave 10 now, which means there's a Wave 11 between now and July.
Right.
So I'm excited about that too. But yeah, it's got a bunch of new characters that people aren't familiar with. So we'll
Okay.
talk about that later. But I'm excited. I like James Gunn. What he did for Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he's going to do great things for Superman. People are complaining already, but
Well,
I think it looks great.
if that's the case that we're going to meet some new characters, I mean, that's been one of the biggest complaints for all of movie history, with superhero movies, going back to pre-MCU, is that you get a lot of retelling of the Batman story. Every time they reboot it, it's like, oh, his parents were killed, there's so many other characters in the comic book, universe for Batman that they never get to. It seems like, that's the criticism, is like, come on, there's a lot more to tell. Don't keep telling the same story over and over again.
Yeah.
My prediction is that Blue Beetle is going to do better at the box office than this.
Well, I will say that they just having James Gunn's name attached to it is going to be a big difference.
That brings money alone.
Yeah, so hopefully, because Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty widely loved. So, all right, here we go, folks. Thanks for joining us. We're going to watch the Superman trailer and give you our reaction. Like the Top Gun soundtrack.
Crypto. Home. Take me home.
Superman.
Looks good.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
It was filmed for IMAX, so at least some scenes, if not the whole thing, will be.
Who was playing
Large
Superman?
format.
He looks familiar. I don't know his name. Do you know? It's
Corn Sweat, I think is his name. Last name is Corn Sweat. I can't remember what his first name is.
okay. I thought it was someone else then. Okay.
No.
I mean, it does look good, but
I'll probably watch it on Apollo.
I love Lois Lane. That the girl is from the Amazon show. Mrs. Maisel. That's Mrs. Maisel.
What?
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and
That's Miss
her.
Maisel?
Yep, I love her.
Really?
She's awesome.
what is Miss
David
Maisel?
Corn Sweat.
David Corn. Never heard of him. Wow. Okay.
She had her own. She was the star of a show on Amazon. It was like one of their biggest shows ever, probably their biggest show ever. And she won a bunch of awards for the show. It was fantastic.
What show?
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
That's a funny show.
It's basically loosely based on Joan Rivers' life, how she was the first female stand-up in the 50s. And it takes place in New York City, and it's the set, the acting, it's phenomenal. But anyway, she's widely known from that show, which just ended like a year or two ago. And I recognized her right away.
Yeah.
John, I'm going to go ahead and maybe play this again while we're talking, but who are some of these other characters? Do you know who these other people are?
Mhm.
We can continue to talk. And
That's Snow. There's more Snow.
Is that Hoth?
Oh, it's Snow.
Yeah.
Is that Hoth?
That's Superman.
It was cool to see the dog. What's his name? Krypton?
Crypto, yeah.
Crypto.
Crypto.
So he was Crypto before Crypto.
He's
What
very
I love about this is Clark Kent is not just taking off his glasses and he's Superman anymore. I mean, his hair's different and everything.
That is true. He looks like a real dork, before
I mean, he doesn't look like Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And
That's
everything is
Mrs. Maisel?
Yeah, that's Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. See, look.
He reminds me of the
There's Jonathan Kent.
He reminds me of the boyfriend from Landman.
No.
That's what I thought it was when they first showed it.
Man, really?
No.
The quarterback.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He reminds me of the Lord of the Rings guy.
When they first showed his face,
They had, like the same
I
hair.
thought it was him.
Which is a great show, by the way.
Yeah.
That poor uncle was in the trailer, and he doesn't even get his face shown in the trailer. You can't even see who he is. I was like, who is that? Do I know that guy?
Yeah. But then,
then-
of course, there's Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Should be a pretty good version of Lex Luthor, I think. And it's kind of got the same vibe as the Man of Steel, the Savior. There's Guy Gardner.
Who's the guy with the ring?
That's Guy Gardner.
Guy Gunn.
He is a Green Lantern.
Hmm.
There's Metamorpho.
I wouldn't go to the movies for this, but I'll definitely watch it on Apollo.
Oh, I'm glad. There's Mr.
You're watching
Terrific.
on Apollo. I don't know what it is, but unless it's like a really good Batman movie, DC for some reason they don't have like the
they all-
Marvel. They don't have the Marvel money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't have that Disney money to throw at this stuff, man. Like,
Yeah, but they have enough money to make this whatever they want it to be. I mean, it's still
I know,
Warner
but it
Brothers and
doesn't-
DC.
I don't know. It just maybe
It's not like the Marvel movies were good because they spent an extra 20 million or 50 million.
That's
They just-
probably why they're good.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how you say her name. Rachel Brosnahan. That's
Oh,
who
is that
Lois-
what her name is?
And then Lex Luthor is Nicholas Holt.
Okay.
And I recognize his face, but I don't know what else I would know him from. He's known for Mad Max Fury Road and X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Mad Max.
And there's some other folks. Like you said, Guy Gardner is Nathan Fillion. We know
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And then Alec I'm sorry, Alan Tudyk or Tudyk. What's
Tudyk.
Yeah, he's
Tudyk?
Metamorpho.
Yep.
He played K2SO from
Right.
Yeah.
Rogue
Yeah.
One.
Yep. That's what we know him from. And then Wendell Pierce is in it. Sean Gunn is Maxwell Lord. I mean, there's some other names that I
wow.
feel like I recognize.
Who does James Gunther play?
Yeah.
He plays. He plays.
James Gunn.
He plays a TV reporter.
So he made the movie, James Gunther?
Yes.
James Gunther. Yes.
I didn't know, like, we've been talking to him for months. I had no idea he was making Superman.
Right. I had no idea he made Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's going under his stage name, James Gunter.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this David Corenswet? Like
He's an actor. He's playing Superman.
What has he done before? Known for Pearl, known for We Own This City TV show. I think he's pretty relatively unknown. This is like which is I kind of think is the right way to go.
I think so too. People are complaining about the suit. They say it looks like it's loose fitting and everything, but I think it's perfect because Martha Kent made it.
Well, is it a medium or a large?
I think it's a medium.
Charles Wurrett.
Yeah,
Is the medium?
I think it's medium.
Look how
medium,
loose
man.
that is on Charles. He's got a room for another body in there.
Come on in, Shane.
He's like, this is a medium. It's a medium. It's wrapped around his head.
Wrapped around it.
Come on in, Shane. It's warm in here.
I'm gonna dive right in.
You can rest your cheek on my pecs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to. I don't know what the last Superman movie was. I'm trying to. Well, I guess. See, you know what lost me? The Batman versus Superman. I for some reason that lost me. And then there was the Zack Snyder Superman, and it got really railed in the media and on social media. And then they and Zack Snyder was not happy with the studio because they didn't allow him to release his edit of the movie. So then
the
Justice League, right? So then he was able to release his director's cut or the Ultimate Edition or whatever. And
which was awesome.
If you actually go and look at the reviews, and I don't know that I've actually seen that version, but if you look at the reviews, it's very well reviewed. It's considered a completely different movie.
It's a totally different movie.
So
movie.
Maybe they learned their lesson in trying to control the director, the creative head too much, and they brought Gunn in and let him run with it. So I'm interested. I'm very interested. I love Superman. I'm not a big comic book guy, but I've been watching Christopher Reeves since I was a little kid with my dad. So I love those movies, and so I always have followed through with the new ones that come out. So I'm interested. What about you guys? I can't say I go to the theater a couple times a year, so I don't even use that as a barometer anymore. But are you guys
just go around the room?
Yeah.
Who's going to actually go to the movie theater and watch this? Is anybody?
I hope so. I hope to.
Yeah. See, like, I
want to
wouldn't
see this.
spend, $50 for like me and my kids to watch this. It's just
No, movies are too expensive. Yeah.
Brandon kind of said it before, but I know for me, it's not that I don't like the Superman story, but once I see DC, it just sticks in my head that it all sucks. No, really. Not everything that they put out, Fantastic Four, everything's just been terrible. For me, no. It's
not. If it was Christian Bale Batman, I'd be all over it. Or Michael Keaton Batman, I'd be all over it. But this doesn't even look that great.
You don't want to see David Orchnaki?
No.
Superman? Oh, okay. Whatever his name is.
I mean, I went and saw the last DC movie I saw was the Flash movie. And the only reason why I went and saw it is because Michael Keaton was in it. That's it.
Yeah. I haven't even seen that yet.
It was awful.
I just like the Michael Keaton parts.
I haven't even watched that.
I'll fast forward to the Michael Keaton parts and watch him as Batman, and then I'll end it.
What was the last Batman?
The Robert Pattinson one.
Yeah.
I don't
The
watch.
Batman.
I never
The
watched any
Batman,
of those.
and I
Yeah.
haven't seen that either.
That
Me
one,
neither.
that one's actually really good.
I heard it's
It's
really good.
It's
I just
actually
watched the
really good
Batman
because
one.
it's really dark.
And it was awesome. It was probably that one then.
The
Yeah.
Batman, yeah, where he's
The Batman. Yeah. That
The
was
one
it's
with
like
the-
really, it's like really dark, disturbing, and bloody.
The Riddler?
It's great.
Yeah. That
Wait,
one's
so
awesome.
they only did one and that was it?
No, they did a second one, or they're
gonna do
doing a
another-
second one.
They're gonna do another one,
They
maybe.
didn't
Yeah,
do the
they're
second
gonna-
one, yeah, but like
Oh, okay.
I was
Well, the
totally
Penguin
against it
is-
because my kids love Robert Pattinson.
Robert-
whatever his name is.
He's from he's the Twilight.
Twilight.
guy.
They love
Yeah,
Twilight.
yeah.
So I was like,
Heartthrob.
"Get this
Johnny
guy out
Vampire.
there." Oh God! And then I was like, whatever. So I didn't go and see it in the theaters. I watched it on Apollo, and I was like, wow, this is actually really good.
Same with me. I've already seen it like 3 or 4 times. It's awesome.
Yeah,
It's really, really
Right,
good.
I gotta get on that.
Now I
Yeah.
have to watch it.
yeah.
It's
Have you
really
seen
good.
the Penguin?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
No,
so
don't even start with me. I'm so on
It is incredible.
good. So
It is
good.
incredible. Yeah.
Look at
That's a
John
TV
trying
show,
to
right?
trying to take over my segment and do what are you watching?
Is that,
You see
is that a TV show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on HBO.
And
Oh,
and
okay.
I don't and again I don't watch stuff like that, but I put it on.
Me either.
and
So good. Because it has that,
It was very
that
good.
like a Sopranos like feel to it.
yeah, it
Yeah.
did.
Very,
it
very
did.
good.
It,
Very
wa-
good.
it really was really good.
Both of those things are currently in my list, like physically on the app. They're in my
You have to
list,
watch it. You
and I
have to
just
watch
have to start playing them.
Lisa actually watched it and said, "Wow, that was actually like has nothing to do with like the Penguin. It's like a
Yeah.
show."
Yeah. it. Yeah. It's good.
It has everything to do with the Penguin.
Well,
But you know what I mean, like
yeah, but not at the same time.
Batman-esque Penguin.
Yeah.
It's like the beginning of Penguin.
Pretty much. But yeah, Penguin's really good. But I'm looking forward to this one, and I'm also looking forward to Fantastic Four: First Steps. That's coming out in July.
Well, I was just, it's funny. That's a great segue, John, because I was just going to say to you, let's wrap this episode up with an editorial from IMDb of the most anticipated movies of 2025. Just a quick list.
Let's do it.
Superman is number 1.
Yep.
Superman is the most anticipated for this the year that we're in. Number 2, I dare you.
Mandalorian.
You don't have a hair on a peach to guess what number 2 is.
Mandalorian.
No. Movies.
Yeah.
They're making a movie.
Right.
Oh,
It is.
Yeah, Charles actually is. Right?
I don't think it's coming out this year.
Oh, really?
Bridget
I don't think it's
Jones'
on the schedule
Diary. Bridget Jones' Diary.
No, this is a movie we all would want to see.
Oh.
28 years later.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even see the preview.
When does that come out? September?
28 years from now.
June 20th.
Yeah.
June. Oh.
So a
And
month
that's
before
Danny Boyle,
Superman.
right?
Yep.
That's Danny Boyle, right?
Yep.
That's
We
that's
should
so
do a review on that.
Danny Boyle, and I don't know if Cillian Murphy is supposed to be back for it. They said he was, and he says that he's in it, but everything that I read about it does not say anything about him being in it.
Right. Well, it says stars Aaron Taylor Johnson, Jack O'Connell, and Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, exactly.
So- All right. Number 3, John. Fantastic Four. First Steps. Yeah. And that's Matt Shockman is a director, and it stars Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, and Joseph Quinn. And that's July 25th. So that's 2 weeks after
3 days.
Superman.
3 days
So they're-
before my birthday.
So DC's going to try to control July for sure.
Yeah.
Number 4, I saw this trailer yesterday. Doesn't interest me, but How to Train Your Dragon. It's a live,
That looks pretty
Looks
good.
a live version of it.
That looks
People
good.
like that. Yeah, people actually
That
like
looks pretty good.
Yeah. So Gerard Butler's in it. I don't know who Mason Timms and Nico Parker is, but if my kids wanted to see that, I would go for that. Next is number 5 is Thunderbolts. Do we know what that is?
It's another Marvel movie.
After finding themselves ensnared in a death trap, an unconventional team of anti-heroes must embark on a dangerous mission that will force them to confront the darkest corners of their pasts.
Yeah, it's a PG-13 version of the Suicide Squad for Marvel.
Gotcha. All right, so that's May 2nd. So that's
Out.
that's a spring movie. It's out. Number
Hard pass.
6. Number 6 is currently in its first week in the theater right now.
Mustafa.
Captain America:
Captain
Brave
America.
New World.
Number
Mustafa
6.
came out last year.
That's
I
number
heard it blew
6.
chunks. I heard it sucks.
I saw it.
Was it good?
Oh,
I never watched any of the other ones, so I don't really know. But
One of the other what? Avenger movies?
I never watched like the Falcon ones or anything that he's in it.
Well, he's in the Avengers. You know him
watched-
from that.
Yeah, but isn't like the Falcon in other movies, like as
Yeah.
Captain America?
Well, he had his
no,
show,
he's not.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
He's not Captain America,
Oh.
and then he becomes Captain America.
But
right? Something like that?
in all honesty,
I
you
thought he had
could,
other
you could
movies.
totally skip over that show, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and you wouldn't really miss any storyline
Yeah,
of him turning to Captain America.
Watching this one, I was into it the whole entire time. I thought it was like okay.
Well, IMDb notoriously gives kind of a lower end rating score, a score. Like some of the best movies are like a 7.1 or 7.4. This has got a 6.1, so kind of a average score.
If you want to get my heart, it has to be a sci-fi movie or a zombie movie. So
Yeah.
28 years later, I have been checking Google for the last 10 years waiting for that.
yeah.
I can't wait
Like
for that.
literally.
I didn't even know it was even coming out.
All right, number 7, the live action Snow White. And that
Who
is
cares? Nobody cares. They're going to
next
ruin
month,
Dean,
March
wrong
21st.
show. Wrong
Hey.
show.
Hey, it's a list. It's just a list.
Shane
You're gonna
is on
ruin
my
it.
list.
Hey, Gal Gadot is in it though.
Ooh.
She's Maleficent.
Ooh.
Number 8.
it. Shouldn't that read magnificent?
Number 8. Gareth Edwards is the director, and it stars.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Pattinson.
Ooh, my.
It stars Scarlett Johansson,
Ugh.
Oh.
Jonathan Bailey, and Rupert Fiend. Jurassic World Rebirth.
Oh my god, another one?
Another one.
I am over the Jurassic Parks.
It takes
I'm
place
done.
5
Genuinely.
years after Jurassic World Dominion,
I'm done.
which I don't even think I saw the last one.
They need to let it go.
It should have been the
Let it
last one. I
go.
thought was the last one, and now they're coming out with this new one. It's terrible.
Rebirth, Brandon.
They should let it go extinct.
I mean, I watched the last one and
I'm
it's like
done.
worth watching, but like it wasn't really that good.
You could just watch that one again.
Yeah.
They're just trying to bring it back, man.
Jurassic Park 7.
Jurassic Park
the
7.
Velociraptor takes Manhattan.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's coming out July 2nd. So 4th of July
Oh,
weekend. And the next one, I will tell you, the kids are going nuts for this one. My son and daughter were talking about it, and went to the chiropractor today, and he's saying his son wants to have his birthday party at this movie.
What is it?
Frozen, I
Minecraft?
guess.
Minecraft movie.
Minecraft. Yep.
Starring Jennifer Coolidge,
Can we
Jason
skip the number 10?
Jason Momoa. Remember that? Momoa. Do it, John. Come on.
Whoa.
Momoa. And Jack
And
Black, right?
The best part was when Chris was doing it.
Momoa.
I don't care about any of these freaking movies at all.
That's April 4th. And the last one we do care about. I'm going to go ahead and put a stamp on it and say this show cares about it.
Don't say Mandalorian. I don't
May
care.
23rd, director Christopher McQuarrie, starring Vanessa Kirby, Tom Cruise, and Haley Atwell. Mission Impossible:
Oh,
The
God.
Final Reckoning.
Shane,
So,
why would we
Who
care?
cares?
You don't care about Mission
So
Impossible?
I got
No.
It's the
I got-
final movie.
Shane.
It's
I've only
never the final.
I only watched part 1 and 2. I never saw the last 17 of them.
Oh,
Plus,
it's the final
There's some
movie.
really
They
good
said,
ones in there.
they
But
said the same thing about Jurassic Park. It was the final movie.
I keep hearing that,
Until Mission
that
Impossible
they're
Rebirth.
all really, really good.
Yeah.
And I have them on my Apollo list, all of them saved, and I'm going to watch them all over again.
Simon Pegg is really good in them. Ving Rhames is really good in them. And there's always hot chicks in them and cars. And the graphics and like the special effects are always really well done. They're very fun movies to watch.
I just stopped watching them, but
Yeah.
I did like them.
I saw like the fourth one in IMAX when he was hanging off the side of the skyscraper in Kuala Lumpur. And the IMAX was amazing. It was fantastic. So I'm excited.
The only movie I care about Ving Rhames being in is the Dawn of the Dead remake. That's it.
That was a great movie.
I just watched that again just 2 days ago.
All right. Well, that's the list from IMDb. These are the movies for 2025. We'll probably review a few more trailers as they get close. Go ahead, John.
Can I say one thing about the Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah.
The intro for that movie is one of the best 7 minutes of cinema ever.
It's actually really funny that you say that because I rewatched the beginning of it, how they do like the aerial drone shot of the car speeding down the highway and just all that whole scene inside the house and everything. It's like amazing.
And then they have Johnny Cash playing over the top of it. Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's
2004
Dawn of the Dead remake. You have to watch it. It's like an amazing.
Oh god!
movie.
Now I got to put this on my list.
No, it's like an actual good movie though.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
It's a 77 on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.2 on IMDb.
The 2004 one?
Yeah,
they're wrong.
2004?
Yeah.
2004.
I'm gonna have to watch that tonight.
You never watched
it,
Ben?
along with the Penguin.
Yeah, I've
And
never
the
seen it.
Batman
I got to
yet.
see it.
Oh
I
my
got
god!
another great movie for you.
I'm
Off
just
air.
gonna be watching movies all night.
What is it?
I'm gonna tell you they're off air.
Okay. Are you embarrassed?
No, it's very
Fried green tomatoes.
The Care Bears movie.
Pornhub.com.
no.
Yeah, remember when Brandon talked about all the porn he was watching on the What Are You Watching?
Yeah.
I was painting my hallway the other day, and I had the episode playing from the other room so I could listen to it.
When are we doing that segment again?
And I'm listening to Brandon talking about all the porn he's been streaming.
I don't even remember I don't even remember talking about that.
Question of the week. What are we watching?
No, that's question of the week is separate. That's a segment. Sorry, we'll get to it next episode.
What are you streaming right now?
Yeah. We need to have some breathing space in between so you can get to another show. You know? All right.
Speaking of breathing space, let's call it.
Let's call it. That's going to do it, folks. Please subscribe to the channel. Enter our giveaway for a graded Luke Jedi Blue Saber figure, a vintage figure. And we'll do a lucky drawing, a lucky name drawing at 5,000 subs. So please sub to the channel on YouTube, like our Facebook page. And you can also support the show by checking out our Patreon. There's so many benefits there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on 5 Idiots Talking Toys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.